Alright guys, so I wanted to show you how we make our keto fat bombs, and I'm going to show you some of the ingredients that we use. We use some Swerve confectioner sugar, and I put about 3.5 to 4 tablespoons of Swerve confectioner sugar in there. Then we use about 3 tablespoons of Hershey's cocoa, unsweetened. You could use another brand as well. That would be fine. We then go ahead and use an organic peanut butter. I prefer the Smucker's. I should say we prefer the Smucker's, my wife and I. Santa Cruz also has an organic peanut butter that's really good too. So that one would also work. They both have 5 grams of carbs, but the fiber's 3, so supposedly you take the 3 away and you only have 2 carbs per serving. And only total sugars of 1 gram, because obviously you're trying to keep the sugars non-existent, but we do have a touch of sugar in there. Now that's in one bowl, what I just told you, those 3 different things: the Swerve, the cocoa, and the peanut butter. And then in another bowl, I put the Kerrygold butter, 9 tablespoons of Kerrygold butter. I don't guess it has to be Kerrygold, but it is grass-fed, so that's why we use it. It's supposedly better. That's what they say. And then we use some coconut oil, organic coconut oil. We've also used the refined coconut oil. Some people think that it tastes just a touch better with the refined. I don't notice a big difference. But anyway, I got this at Sam's. Most of this other stuff I got at Publix. So I put 3/4 a cup. 3 of these. Total of 3/4 a cup, because that's 1/4. Right? Yeah, that's 1/4. 3/4 a cup of that. And then I heat that up. Sorry, I walked away for a minute. So this is the Kerrygold butter and the coconut oil that I heated up. Just did automatic defrost for about 2 minutes, maybe 3, and got it nice and warm, because I'm going to pour that over my dry ingredients, which was my Swerve confectioner sugar, about 4 tablespoons of that, my 3 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa, and my 9, really 10 tablespoons of peanut butter, because I like peanut butter. I'm going to pour this into the dry ingredients. And as I pour that in, I'm going to whisk that together, just hand whisk it together. That way your peanut butter starts to break apart and dissolve and go into the mixture pretty well. And I'll tell you something else I added today, and I don't know if it's going to make it any better. And I didn't overdo it because I haven't tried it before, but I tried it this time. And I added 1/8 teaspoon of pure almond extract. We'll see if that's good or not. I'll have to let you know how that turns out. Okay, so we're stirring all those ingredients together, getting that peanut butter broken up really well in there, because in just a little bit we're going to pour this into a mold. This actually makes, if you're thinking about chocolate covered cherry sized little chocolates, it'll make about 60 to to 70 of those chocolate-sized fat bombs. Sorry for all the ums. I know I shouldn't do that. Alright, I feel like we've got that mixed together pretty well, but not quite well enough. I'm going to do a little more stirring. Is it still taping? Yeah, we're still taping. I think, yep, I see it moving. Okay. And something I do with my molds is I do add an almond, and in some cases a pecan or half a pecan. Some of y'all might say it pecans. Here in Alabama, South Alabama, Southeast Alabama, we say pecans, or at least I do. And I like to put that in there just to give it a different kind of texture. And of course, we know on keto, pecans is about one of the best nuts that you can use, along with almonds or macadamia nuts if you have them, but I don't have them today. And then I've got another mold that I use because my wife kind of likes this one. It makes them look kind of fancy. And of course I put a few mixed nuts in here with the almonds and the pecans. And of course I'm stirring all that in this big container here, and I'm going to pour it from here into just a medium-sized measuring cup. It'll pretty much come to the top of this, almost to the top, nearly to the brim, and then I'll pour it from there into the molds. After I get it poured into those molds that you just saw, I'll put them in the freezer for about 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. And of course you want to leave them in the freezer, but I wouldn't eat one until at least 20, 30 minutes goes by. And we like to eat these right before a meal, like 2 or 3, or 2 or 3 right after a meal. It gives you the extra healthy fats that you need for ketosis. And you just want to be careful not to snack on them through the day. That's not what they're really for. You don't want to be snacking, because every time you snack, obviously you're going to spike your insulin, and you're trying to keep from doing that on this particular way of eating. So hopefully that's been a little bit of help for you. So far it's been since January the 19th that I've been doing this way of eating, and I've lost right at 93 pounds. I was at 324 back on January the 19th, or at least earlier than that. I know in the early winter, December, at one time at the doctor, that's what I was weighing. But I'm down now into the 230 range, and hoping to get even into the 210, 220 range. If you're looking for something to really take off the weight, and also make something that's healthy for you, it will help your skin conditions, gives you stronger hair, stronger nails. Ladies, I know you probably like that. Just overall more energy, somewhat clearer thinking. I say somewhat because sometimes I seem to still struggle there. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoy this. If you have questions, I'll try to answer them. So just leave a comment if I get a chance to. I'll certainly try to answer it for you. Thank you for tuning in and watching chocolate peanut butter fat bombs being made. Over and out.